What is good, y'all? It's another beautiful morning. It is Sunday today, and um, you guys know what that means. It's a Sunday Run Day. So this is probably going to be Sunday Run Day Part 3, because I don't really have a unique title. But yeah, man, so we missed last week, unfortunately. Unfortunately, but fortunately, kind of at the same time, because I was pretty cooked that Sunday. Like, I didn't even wake up on time. Today, though, I did wake up on time. Well, a little bit later, a little bit like 6:30 instead of 6. But that means I still have plenty of time to go and walk around and shit, get kind of warmed up. Also do this before I go on the run. And you know, I can't say like I'm like excited. Like I'm looking forward to it because it always feels good. Like it always feels good every time we go into these, or we finish the runs. But whenever we start them, it's always like there's always a feeling of like anxiety because you know what you're gonna have to go through. Like me and my homies slash coworkers, we know what we're putting ourselves through. We know that we're about to run 6 miles straight, which literally takes almost a whole hour. We've been able to cut down our time. Like my first time doing it, it was an hour. I've been able to cut it down to like, I think the fastest was 52 minutes. Man, I would love to be able to just like, I should get like a GoPro, bro. I mean, that shit would be expensive, but that would be awesome, bro. If I just had a GoPro attached to my head the whole time I was running, so y'all could see, bro. Y'all could see me running and shit. But yeah, man. See, I feel like I do like doing this because I feel like it's definitely, it builds camaraderie. You know, I think that's the right word between me and some of my homies. But it's like I don't know how much it's actually benefiting me, because I don't know if it would benefit me more just to spread it out across the week, which is kind of what I'm doing. I already do that, but I didn't run on Thursday, so I ran on Tuesday, and then basically I had a long pause. I hit legs on Friday, and then now we're back to running. So I don't know if it's better to be more consistent with shorter runs. It probably is. It probably is better to be more consistent. Obviously, I think that's, I don't even really think I need to, figure that out or explain why. But yeah, going all out and doing 6 miles every week, it definitely pushes us though, because like even though we're only doing it one time a week, we can still improve by just like being healthier individuals. You know what I mean? Like taking care of our diets and not being fat asses. That helps. You know, even if we're only training once a week, we have one big training moment. Maybe it'll inspire some of like the people I'm running with. Like they don't normally run outside of that day. Well, they do a little bit, I think, but not nearly as much as me, which is kind of surprising. But it might inspire them, because like at a certain point when we do it so many times, and it sounded kind of like ayo, there's a pause moment right there. When we run so many times, eventually they're gonna realize that, like, oh, I'm not really progressing. Maybe I could do something else to progress. Because if it's like, eventually it's gonna be a habit that's engraved. If we do this shit for like a year, bro, like we've been doing it for a couple of months, we do it for like a year, who knows, man? Who knows? We could be running like I would like to run a pretty fast mile. I would like to run like an 8-minute mile or something like that for 6 miles, dude. Because if I do, 6 miles, 6 times 8, that's 48 minutes. That's sub 50. That's all I want to do really with our 6 mile run. I want to hit a sub 50 one day. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I feel like I gotta train a little bit harder outside, and also get better recovery, because like especially right now, I hit legs on Friday, so my legs are kind of cooked. Like, it's always it's not the day after you train legs, it's the day after the day after. So 2 days after that, your legs feel the worst soreness. So unfortunately, I'm kind of setting myself up for failure by hitting legs on Friday. But it's all good, man. We're still gonna get this run out. We're still gonna. We're not gonna. We're not gonna really. We're gonna try to have as much fun as possible. But it's really like we get there, we talk a little bit, and then after we start running, it's kind of just you're on your own, bro. Everyone's in their own world because we really have to, bro. We have to lock in, you know. If you like, it's hard to like. I can't imagine running without headphones, bro. If you're able to run, especially for a whole hour or more, like without headphones, dude, you are a demon. Look at the beautiful sunrise, though. It's so beautiful. But yeah, bro, if you're able to run for 30 minutes plus, like I could see myself doing it for 30 minutes, maybe, but like anything more than that, it's just self-induced torture, you know. Like I feel like you're not really gaining anything from that, but maybe you are. Maybe our TikTok brains, our dopamine feeding brains have been so like cooked that if you go for a run for 30 minutes without any headphones, it could actually like fucking fix your shit, you know what I mean? Fix your brain. That'd be kind of insane, bro. Like somebody should make a study about that. I'm so greasy right now, dude. But yeah, somebody should study that, bro. I feel like there probably is a study out there. I should look it up. But because I was hearing that taking a break off of like major social media platforms, it basically is like equivalent to like taking a break for a couple of weeks off of like Twitter or something is equivalent to, I think it was like 2 years of therapy. I think Tim Ferriss said that. If you know who Tim Ferriss is, that's pretty insane, right? That is insane. So like think about, translate that to working out. You know, everyone works out with headphones. Imagine working out without headphones. Would you probably would hate it, you know what I mean? But would you in turn be more locked in after a couple of weeks? You know, I'm really curious about that. Maybe I'll put myself through that one day in the future, whenever I like implement more fitness, like my actual fitness, because like this is about my fitness, but it's not like you guys don't actually see me working out or anything. But one day I do want to put myself in the videos, like training. I want to show y'all my training regimen and how I run and shit, and how I lift and all, you know, whatever the fuck I do. So, but yeah, I think I got my point out. I'm gonna cut to the physique check. I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, we're back inside, glistening as usual, glistening a little bit more. And I'm not talking about the oil on my face, but yeah, let's check the physique real quick. Yeah, no, just same as usual. The scale's kind of just hovering around the same weight. But I mean, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm ready for summer, bro. I think after all this time, bro, I can safely say that I'm probably ready. Probably ready for summer. I'm probably ready. So, I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't think I really need to cut down. I'm probably gonna continue on the diet, but I'm not gonna decrease my calories at all. I'm just gonna stay at the same calories. So if I gradually lose weight, then you know, that's a W. You know what I mean? Just more power to me. I just don't want to lose any more muscle, because I know if I cut down any harder, like I'm gonna potentially lose mass, and that's what I'm not trying to do at this point, because I kind of like what I got going on. I feel like I'm approaching the Brad Pitt physique, you know what I mean? Brad Pitt Fight Club physique, but I don't know. You could always be leaner though. It's just to how, like, to what degree do you want to suffer to be, lean? You know what I mean? To what degree are you willing to put up with suffering? But that's about it, man. We're about to go. Well, before that, I gotta take my mom to her community service. Isn't that awesome? Because she doesn't have a working car right now. So we're gonna do that, and then after that, we're gonna go hit the run. Should be nice. I had a cramp this morning, like in my calf, so I might be kind of cooked. But just pray for me, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all. Y'all have a good day. Yo, I just want to throw a little intermission at the end of my video because I didn't have time to post it this morning. But basically, I just got done with my run, my 6 mile run with some of my coworkers, and unfortunately, I forgot my AirPods, bro. But it's like a 20-minute drive, and I was already 10 minutes late. So I was like, you know what, bro? Maybe this is my punishment for being late. So I was like, fuck it, bro. We're gonna run. We're gonna finish the 6 miles. No AirPods, no headphones or nothing. I don't even know where they're at right now. I literally just got back. But man, it was low key like it was hard, man. It was not easy because I didn't have any like motivation. You know what I mean? It was pure just grit and determination. And I was trying to keep up with one of my coworkers who's been running for around the same time as me, but he's done like a marathon and shit, so he's a little more experienced than me. But it was like, bro, once I got to the end, like it was so hard, but it was like euphoric, bro. Like I finally got to sit down on the bench. I got to, I was just sitting there, and I realized that the whole time, bro, I didn't have any distractions. Like I did have distractions. Like obviously the world is full of distractions, but I didn't have any like thing in my ears. I was just listening to the outside, just nature and shit, bro. And whenever I finally finished, I was just sitting there and I realized it just kind of clicked, and it was like a euphoric moment. And I was just sitting there with one of my coworkers, and it was just like there was no music, obviously, because I didn't have any AirPods, but it was very peaceful. Like I felt very stoic and peaceful. I don't really know. It was so weird. But low key, since I just ran, I'm fasting right now, so we're gonna see if I look any leaner than this morning. So I'm fasted. I haven't not eaten, and I just ran 6 miles. I did chug a bunch of water, so like obviously I'm gonna be a little bit like if I was not drinking water, that would make a difference. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like my face looks less bloated. I don't know about my actual physique. A fucking gnat just landed on my phone. I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty good though, man. The 6 miles, like my legs are cooked right now, but I don't feel bad. I don't even feel that tired. Like I slept pretty well last night. I slept pretty well. I can't fit in the frame because I'm doing vertical. I was thinking about making this a short, but like this is way too long for a short. But yeah, man, doing that, bro, it was hard, but it was like euphoric, bro. It actually like, it was crazy. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna see y'all. Peace.